welcome day 16 of our Healing with Food Challenge. And we are entered into the practical lifestyle and practical tips in the third week. So today we are diving into the meal planning. Okay, so in meal planning, many clients either we are coaches, so they can ask me what is the meal planning. But today we are giving very simple meal planning, so everybody can follow that. How to make the food choices simple, healthy, and sustainable lifestyle. So we big welcome to the Madhu. So she's our nutrition expert and also holistic health coach. Today she will guide you how to plan the meals and that will nurture your body and save the time. And main important thing is to keep the consistency to make the meals. Welcome, Madhu. To keep
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you for the warm welcome and giving me chance and more time to discuss about the meal planning today. So let's do it as simple as possible and easily understandable for everyone. So let's talk about meal planning. Or if you suddenly ask yourself first, so what are you going to have for dinner? So because it is lunch or snack time. So when you have, so you may not be always planning or prepared for the next meal ahead. So it happens with most of us 90% of the time. So we may say, "Ah, okay, whatever we have available, so we can just have it, or we'll see later. It's not important. I'm in some meeting, or we'll just order something, or we'll just go out and have something." So it's happening with most of us with the current lifestyle because we want to explore other things. So we want to see, we are occupied with work more, and the work has shifted to home with the work from home options. So we have our meetings, and we plan travels, and we want to try going out or explore other options as well. So the things have changed so much. But when it comes to food, let's say it's not consistent. Sometimes we might have 5 meals a day, sometimes not even one meal a day. Say for example, for most of the IT people, if you consider, so most of them do not may not even have their breakfast or lunch or dinner properly on weekends because they work all the 5 days, and when coming to the Saturday and Sunday, so usually there is a high chance that they might skip one of the meals. So they might wake up late or work late times and skipping the meal. But we just want to build a consistent habit of making a healthy eating habits with balance and nutrition as well. So that is how it helps in uh, effectively preventing diseases. So it's like prevention is better than cure. So we take the step first with simple meal planning, let's say. So to avoid any further complications or going back to restructuring our meals once we face some issue. So may it be diabetes or any other issue. So once after seeing the issues, then we come back to the thing and we want to restructure the meal plan and all. So let's look at it ahead and plan our meals in a effective way to balance our nutrition and also to get that balanced diet. So this is what happens. Most common things we do when we have unplanned meals or unplanned meal planning is, see, mostly 90% of the time is skipping the meals or just grabbing something out for any convenience or just going out, and usually it leads in many nutritional gaps. So there will be definitely nutritional deficiencies when not planned in a proper way for any convenience or just going out, and usually it leads in many nutritional gaps. So there will be definitely nutritional deficiencies when not planned in a proper way, so which you will be able to understand by the time I complete my presentation. So probably you'll be able to get the idea of that balance anyway. So how to plan your meals in a more effective way with including all the varieties and possible ways. So what is a food planner? So let's say, see, when I say food planning, so you might think, okay, it's a diet chart. So because you are a dietitian, so you're just giving me a diet chart. I cannot follow every day. So we have different schedules, we have different timings. So that might happen. But it's not just those things like a diet chart, what we consider for meal planning. So it is more like, what am I eating and how am I eating and when am I eating? So these are the questions you have to ask for yourself. So to plan it in a better effective way. And how can you make it a balanced meal as well, so without making many nutrient deficiencies, so meeting all your nutrient requirements. So it can be very simple. See, you can make it like very simple. It need not be a fancy one or a dietitian made plan as well. You can make it according to your schedule, your routine, and your requirements. See, if you have lunchbox kids, like kids going to school, so you have to make lunchbox every day, so you can plan it ahead, and it can be as simple as a lunchbox meal as well. So you can just do it whatever the options you have, and plan it ahead. So we are just asking you to plan it ahead based on your requirements. So it can be as simple as a notebook paper which you can stick on your fridge, or a Google sheet which you can do it online if it is available, or you can get a efficient plan if you want to get it from with the help of an expert as well. Next slide. So let's talk about our goals. See, why are we talking about meal planning? So, or food planning. So the basic goals we have is to have the balanced meals, and most of us do have our fitness goals these days, to lose weight or gain weight, or to overcome any disease situation, any chronic disease, to manage the food choices and to avoid any unhealthy foods. So, and we want to do the portion control along with it, and also to avoid any food wastage, as well as we want to have more sustainable living. So these are our keeping these minds in goal. Let's move forward. So when we come to the daily meal structure, next one, yeah, daily meal structure. So most you might have heard from many of the dietitians or nutritionists, wherever you have heard, either social media or an expert. So usually we do suggest at least 5 meals, like three main meals and two snacking meals probably. So the mid morning and a snack we do suggest usually to keep it balanced. So when we start with breakfast, so coming to the breakfast, usually it should be energizing, so it should pump up your day to do the activities in a better way. So that is why usually we suggest something energy giving, like a good carbohydrate and protein. So combination of the meal should be in the breakfast. So let's say, so idli and sambar is a like a typical South Indian breakfast, is a very good source of carbohydrate as well as protein, so which gives you that morning energy boost in the morning. So it can be as simple as that. So just I mean to say, so you can choose other options as well, like when chosen with poha along with curd, a good probiotic, and also oats with nuts, fiber and a protein combination. So then coming to the lunch, so then the lunch usually we aim at more balanced diet. So which should have all the grains, dal, vegetables, and curd. So that is how it keeps it balanced. So uh, most of us see, I'm just taking this point because most of us are social media, are active on social media, and we see, you might have seen many videos, many people suggesting it. So, and we all might have known to keep that balance. So 1 cup dal, 1 cup rice, and 1 cup vegetable. So we always aim for that balance, keeping it under control, keeping the portions under control. So, and coming to the dinner, so dinner is usually ideally suggested to be a early dinner, and also lighter and balanced and easily to digest, because we do not have much activity later in the night, so we want it to be as simple as possible. And for the snacks options, either mid morning or in the evening, usually we suggest to go with any kind of soup, to have the surplus of vitamins which we usually don't have, or we are nutritionally deficient. So we want you to replace with that, adding that extra fruits or soups or salads in the snack time. Next one. So yeah, the same way. It's the similar way. So now we are discussing more of the nutrients now. So fibers and vitamins. These are the major source of nutrients we have, or which we consume every day, along with the water, hydration, to keep us hydrated, along with the water content. So yeah, let me suggest you some options among this, so which you can choose further while planning your diet. So protein is pretty good pretty good source of for body repair, for our body repair, which is helps in muscle building as well, and it is surplus in all the options such as lean meats, dal, and also lentils, eggs, sprouts. So, and some dairy based products such as paneer are like very good source of protein to add to your diet. And coming to carbohydrates, definitely we Indians do have either rice or roti as staple food. Most of the Indians do have rice or roti as staple food. So which is a good, which has good amount of carbs and gives us good energy boost in the day. And for the fats, we do have some options like nuts, seeds, and also oils, which are also part of our Indian cooking, and which usually most of the people do neglect or do lack sometimes when we see is the vegetables and fruits, not enough servings. Basically, we may have fruits and vegetables, but it may not be enough. So we suggest you to include in all the meals at least one have in your meal plan. We are working, we are busy, we are with kids, toddlers. So yeah, we do have all sorts of things, and we are completely busy with our lifestyle. But I can suggest you some options to go ahead further, to take it easy or keep it simple. See, if you are a working professional, so probably you can just focus on pre preparations, so or carrying the things with you, storing them. See, when you have a weekend available, you can have the cut fruits or cut vegetables, so which can be used later in the week. So to plan your meal ahead, basically. Or you can plan some quick meals like wraps or salads or overnight oats, which is a healthier option than to grab it from a convenience store or from a restaurant, or ordering it online. So if you're a student, so you can just go for the affordable meal options. So the simple meal options, how much ever possible for you. It just needs the planning. And yeah, particularly this is the hardest part when it comes to parents with kids. So uh, you know parents do have complaints, no, my kid doesn't have this, my kid doesn't like this, so I have to go with my kid's appetite or this thing. See, let's say it's going on more of quality than quantity. So for parents, especially with kids, see, you may not need not focus more on the quantity, how much they take. Rather, you can focus on how appetizing you can make it for them. You can spend your time, so like including more varieties, so what all the kids can try and what all they can like. So that helps to avoid that fussiness as well, and making it colorful for them. So even though they have one roti, when it is stuffed with a good amount of vegetable or a mixed vegetable stuffed paratha, if they have, even one is fine rather than having two or three paratha with force whatever you are forcing them. So that is how you can just make it efficient. And for the elderly, we need very easily digestible meals. How easy we can make it for them as well. So we can give them small and frequent meal options as well. So especially for the night shift workers, so this is the hardest part for them to manage. Whoever is working in night shifts, I know it's very hard to manage the timings and have the meals in time, etc. as well. But only one thing you can definitely focus on is avoiding the unwanted food. See, even though we say the negation of negation is also positive like that. So if you cannot have something good, so try avoiding the bad options first. So start avoiding the mm, bad options first, like having a heavy oil snacks or any high calorie foods late in. So this comes to the grocery list. So this is very important part of the planning, because we need to start it from planning itself. So the planning starts from the grocery list itself. So I really want you to try or give a try. So as we are going with the challenge, so this is the challenge I want to suggest you to start it from the grocery planning itself as a day 16 challenge. So see, sort out all the groceries, whatever you are having, and plan them in advance. So how healthy you can make. So when you are having the protein, so what all the protein sources you have. See, it might sound weird when I say this, but when you start writing and when you start understanding this, it makes more sense, because just check your grocery list and compare how many protein sources you have from your grocery list, like how much good protein you have, and how much fresh produce you have, like how many seasonal fruits or fruits you are buying. Basically, let's say, see, I know many people who just depend on a go-to buying, and how much planning you're doing for the snacks, like nuts, seeds, or roasted chana, roasted nuts, anything. So that is definitely a healthier. They are also quick to go-to options only, but comparing to your processed snacks, these are the better options. So we should, the thing is, like, this challenge, so like for the day 16, I just want to suggest it, or I'll just mention it once again in the end as well. So first step, plan your meal. At least do it for one day. So let's start it for 1 or 2 days or a week if you are okay with it. So plan for the coming week at least. So first plan your meals, make the list, whatever the list you can do it. And also then it should start from shopping itself. So what all healthy you are shopping, and what all unhealthy you are shopping. And this will definitely help you, I'm saying, avoiding overbuying the stuff which you don't need at all. And also it reduces so much wastage of your food as well. And your kitchen is always stocked with all the right things than all the fancy stuff as well. So this slide explains this thing. So it helps you in the budget friendly planning as well. Here mentioning, so it need not be fancy, it can be one simple paper, whatever you have the habit of whatever is the schedule for your home particularly. It is not a one plan for everyone, one size plan for everyone. So it depends on family to family, person to person, choice to choice, so everything is different. So depending on your situation, you can just note it down, so what all you need, what is your meal plan, what is your timing. So based on that, you can do it on a paper using a simple paper plan which can be sticked onto your fridge. Or if you have better awareness of the using a laptop or a computer, you can do it in a Google Sheet. Or if you can afford to get a plan, or you want to do it under a proper guidance, you can take the uh, you know guidance of an expert with various apps. There are so many apps available as well online, so you can just take a subscription, or you can get your own plan. Or even without subscription, you can do it based on the calorie counter. So there is so many apps available which shows your calorie counter as well. So based on your meal, if you enter the meal options, you can get the calories, so what are being consumed. And based on that, even you can adjust it for yourself. And if you want to take an expert guidance, so that can be done as well. And we are here to help as well. You can reach out to us for any questions or any further things. So we are going to help you with that hand holding guidance as well, how to plan your meal effectively in a balanced way. And yeah, when these two are done, there comes the last option, like the sustainability or availability, whatever things we have. Sometimes you might be overworking and you don't have any other option available. So I would still suggest you to get something or whatever is available in a simple possible way. If there is any leftovers, try making it in a efficient way at home rather than getting it from online, ordering from outside. So it is still better option. This is the mentioned. So you can just at least plan 3 meals a day, not even 5 meals, like including the meals and the snack. You can still plan at least 3 meals a day in an efficient way. So like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So how to go with it further? Yeah, next, poha with curd. So poha is with mixed vegetables, and it has a good carbs, and also you are having with a good amount of protein which is in curd, and also a probiotic. So then probably you can focus on planning the lunch more balanced with a good amount of dal or lentil. So anything like dal sabji or lentil salad or anything along with a sabji, and also the rice can be a good option for the lunch. And okay, so we are missing on vegetables. So the snacks can go with vegetables and nuts, which can add up to that amount of fiber and also the protein. And the dinner can go light because you almost balanced all your meal. It's like a complete balance, so you had rice and also the good carb and protein and nuts and fat. Everything is balanced, so the nuts do have fat also, so it's a healthy fat. So it's all balanced, so you can go with a simple vegetable khichdi in the night to keep it easily digestible as well. So that is how we can, you know, the plan it in a efficient way as possible. I think definitely most of you are looking for, so how to plan it in a efficient way, not to take too much of effort. So probably when you say the breakfast, overnight oats is a very good option for weight loss as well, and also which doesn't require much effort and is efficient and keeps you energized all day with a good combination of smoothies, any fruit smoothie. This is when you do not have enough time to plan your meal, so this also you can keep. Doesn't require much of the preparation, it only needs cutting and sorting the of the vegetables, so washing and cutting the vegetables in your required way. And you can go with vegetable wraps as well, which are a good option. And dinner also, when you do not have enough time, so stir fry and pan meals, so not which do not require much cooking, so just the boiled stews are also very good option for the dinners as well. So there are some restrictions, like some mistakes to be avoided. See, when it comes to anything, so even diet plan, when we suggest diet plan, people do ask first thing. See, when diabetics, let's say, let me consider an example. Diabetes people do come, and when we counsel them, we say, avoid sugar and sugar things. And also, the first question, immediate first question they ask is, can I have sweets when it is festival? Can I have this thing? Can I not even have one sweet? So this is the usual common most of the things we do here. But the thing is, see, it is not one time thing. When it is becoming a habit, we want you to change the habit, but not like completely cut it down. So when we ask you to avoid sweets, it's not that to avoid it in your daily habit, rather than completely, being too strict or too rigid. So when you go to someone's house, you cannot completely deny it, saying no, I'm not having sweets, or being rude to them. It's not like that. But just be mindful of what you are eating. So in the same way, when I am asking you meal planning this thing and planning things in advance, so just don't be too strict on yourself, because that might lead to more stress for your things or your everyday schedule as well. So, and you have to plan all the things along with it. So it's not just meal planning, sticking with the meal plan. No, 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 I cannot travel, I have a meal plan, I planned my meal this way, I cannot travel, or I cannot work late night. So it is not like that. You arrange it as such that you plan all other things as well. You can plan your travel as well along with the meal. So whatever available options you have, you can still plan your meal in a healthy way, even though you're traveling. So forgetting the snacks, which leads to binge eating later. So this is one of the most common thing we do see, because for snacks is usually the neglected part. Because when people missing on snacks, it might seem simple. See, I just missed on eating one fruit, I can compensate it later, but that definitely, leads to more of the binge eating. Whatever you are having, you end up having more of the food, or more quantity food, or you cannot control your portions when you are missing on that snacks. And as I said, meal planning and plan your groceries and all. See, when I said nuts, you plan your nuts, fruits. Please don't buy like 1 kilo fruits and packets of nuts, kgs of nuts and all. Please don't do that. Start it simple. So just because you are giving a try and you are making a change, try how much ever you can. Taking a small step, how much ever you start with. So taking that first step is important rather than overdoing it. And don't ignore your lifestyle along with this. So lifestyle also, we are aiming, our ultimate goal is to change our lifestyle habits, so we should completely focus on that rather than completely focusing on the meal planning. So how can we stay consistent? So just planning on your weekends. If you have both Saturdays and Sundays available, plan for this to make it more efficient. Or if you have only Sundays, still you can use your Sundays in an effective way. How can you plan it? And the food journal or food log, probably this one thing needs a whole big topic, the food log and food journal. I'm not going into detail, but you have a meal plan and also you have a food log. See, you can still compare both the things and check how efficiently are you doing. So that still works. And prepare with ingredients ahead, so you just need that planning ahead, and also sometimes you need to be a little flexible with whatever you have available as well. See, if you have your plan with some vegetable and that vegetable is not available for you or readily available in your fridge that day, so you can just be little flexible on choosing other healthy option rather than being too strict on yourself. And you can batch cook on some things like, see, boiled vegetables or boiled chats, any kind of thing you can batch cook in advance, at least for 2 to 3 days, and you can store them in a proper containers. Or chopped veggies also, you can store them properly. The storing needs take does take a little effort, but if you store them properly, you can just do the things in advance and preparation in advance. And saying all this, I still do want to say, just be a little flexible. Even though you are planning a meal outside or you are having a meal outside, you can still have it, you can still dine out, you can still order from outside. Just you can still be flexible, but just be mindful of what you are eating. So if you are having 6 meals at home and 1 meal outside is still fine. You need not be that strict going further, so you can still, it's still be fine. Big lot of stuff, if you have watched this video today, so don't just go to the market and buy like so many fruits and vegetables because I have to plan my meal ahead. Please don't do that. Instead, please be mindful of what you can do and start it small. Get the small quantity, so target for 1 week and do it consistently and also with so much love. Thank you so much.
Madhu. So you are shared such a insightful and knowledgeable session. So all of you go through the session 1 or 2 times and you can plan according to your lifestyle. If you have any chronic health issues, so you can contact on this number, right? And can email. So we have the team. We will help you, right? So thank you, Madhu. We will meet tomorrow at day 17 challenge.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
Madhu. So